Once upon a time, there was a Zen master who was well known for his wisdom and teachings. One day, a student approached him and asked, "Master, what is the nature of suffering?" The Zen master looked at the student and replied, "Let me tell you a story." He began to narrate the tale of the two arrows. In life, there are two arrows that can strike us. The first arrow represents the inevitable pain and suffering that we all encounter as human beings. It could be physical pain, emotional distress, or challenging life circumstances. This first arrow is a part of the human condition and cannot be avoided. The second arrow, however, is the one we inflict upon ourselves. It comes from our reactions, judgments, and resistance to the first arrow. When we resist or amplify the pain, we shoot ourselves with the second arrow, causing even more suffering. The student was intrigued and asked, "Master, how can we avoid shooting ourselves with the second arrow?" The Zen master smiled and said, "By cultivating awareness and practicing non-attachment." When the first arrow of suffering strikes, it is important to acknowledge the pain without resisting it. Instead of adding layers of judgment, blame, or self-pity, we can observe the pain and let it pass through us like a passing breeze. He continued, "When we resist the first arrow, we become entangled in a cycle of suffering. But when we accept it and observe it with mindfulness, we can reduce the impact of the second arrow. This doesn't mean that we ignore or suppress our emotions, but rather we allow them to arise, be acknowledged, and eventually dissolve." The student pondered over the story and its meaning. He realized that suffering is an inherent part of life, but by changing our reactions and embracing a mindful approach, we could alleviate unnecessary suffering. The Zen master concluded, "Remember, the first arrow may be unavoidable, but the second arrow is within our control. By cultivating a compassionate and accepting mindset, we can lessen the suffering we inflict upon ourselves." With these words of wisdom, the Zen master imparted a valuable lesson to the student, reminding him of the power we held over our own experiences and reactions. The student left with a newfound understanding of suffering and a commitment to practice mindfulness in his own life. And so, the story of the two arrows serves as a reminder for all of us to observe our reactions, let go of unnecessary suffering, and find peace amidst life's inevitable challenges.